This is the U.S. intelligence agency, mind control.
This is something I threw in here because I thought it was funny.
Customer obsessed path, and we are going to win. We will be the way people meet, and this is not a fad. And so what we are doing is we're leaning into.
It's so funny because nobody, like, it's like the people are all deleting these apps from their phone.
Yeah.
Like the things that are stressing them out, and we are saying, how do we be the best?
I haven't been able to use them in forever.
How do we be the place that people find real connection and we do not exhaust them or stress them out along the way? So with Lidiani's expertise in AI and her unbelievable technology background, we're just going to innovate. And that's how we're going to win.
And how much is AI going to help
that
or hurt?
meant nothing. We're going to AI and innovate.
This is like China's gobbledygook. AI 5G, baby.
Because, you know, you and I talked about last year, AI might be able to help teach you how to flirt, help you write that opening message. On the other hand, you've got like people falling in love with bots and like bots posing as real people.
Yes.
Stupid.
Like, this is getting really terrifying.
Yes, it's a little freaky, but that's a fad. I mean, listen, I'm sure there are people out there that might form friendships.
Dating apps are well known for being initiators of pig butchering scams.
What the fuck
Porn
is that?
bots, it's a complicated. I'll show you a funny text message though.
Pig butchering?
Yes, I'll explain, but it's a long explanation. But like fake profiles on dating apps have been there since the beginning. That's a fad. Shut up! No, it's not. That's literally what you're like
your fucking apps.
For a majority of users, their matches are just bots. Right. So let me see. So. If you know anything about pig butchering, the setup here. Oh man, there's a number visible. Let me take a screenshot and crop this real quick before I show this because I don't want to show the suspected pig's butcher. So pig butchering it's kind of like a modern Nigerian prince scam. You know, it's the modern new age scam. A lot of them happen in Myanmar, and these people are captured and enslaved, often by Burmese and Chinese companies. Right? So that region, you know, the region where the Chinese insurgency is?
Yeah.
That's like the headquarters of pig butchering scams.
Oh, no shit.
So it's like this. See, this is gonna be backwards, but it's like, "How are you?" And I said Julie because I just gave my friend Julie my number, and she goes, and she's like, "Oh, hang on, let me." Boom! It's like, Clarissa. I'm Alyssa. This is classic. They're gonna say some random name, right? And you're gonna be like, "Oh, you have the wrong number," and then they're gonna keep like initiating like a conversation, right? And but at the bottom, I just wrote, "Go butcher someone else's pig with a pig face." They didn't respond.
I actually got one of these, I think, on WhatsApp or Signal. Did I send it to you? I think I sent it to you, and I was like, I got them with the China number 2. I'm like, I wish death on Xi Jinping, and I think, and the China number 2, and I got them. They tried to call me, and I'm shattered that I missed it because it was a video call.
What is 07?
I'm so disappointed. These are my favorite things. Actually, I did not know that's what they were called. These are my favorite things to fuck with because they're so obvious.
And that's fine. But our focus with AI is to.
Oh no! What it was is I was like, "Are you a Uyghur slave? Are you being forced?
Oh, it's
Do you
a
need
salute.
help?"
Okay.
That's what it was. That's what I got them with.
I see it
really.
now.
It was I was like, "Hi, are you a Uyghur slave? Do you need help? Are you being forced to do this?" They sent me a Chinese message that said, "Are you a Hong Kong or Uyghur activist?" And it was in Chinese. I had to translate it. I'm like, that's such a strange thing for this thing to send. I had no clue. But, you know, I had some fun. I'm very disappointed I missed the call. It would have been a lot of fun. But maybe next one.
help create more healthy and equitable relationships. And that also starts with yourself. How can we actually teach you how to date? How can we help you show up in a better way?
So give me an example.
Okay, so for example, you could in the near future be talking to your AI dating concierge, and you could share your insecurities. I just came out of a breakup. I have commitment issues. And it could help you train yourself into a better way of thinking about yourself. And then it could give you productive tips for communicating with other people. If you want to get really out there is a world where your dating concierge could go and date for you with other dating concierge. No, truly. And then you don't have to talk to 600 people.
How about
and
therapy?
San Francisco for you. Say, these are the 3 people you
Yeah, that would help.
And not BetterHelp.
Yeah.
really ought to meet. And so, that's the power of AI if harnessed the right way. But for us, it's staying very committed to our Northern Star, a safer, kinder digital platform for more.
Yeah, I think that's the most important thing, is that these people are literally slaves.
Yeah.
From a criminal class.
Yeah.
Healthy and more equitable relationships, always putting women in the driver's seat, not to put men down, to actually recalibrate the way we all treat each other. And so AI is going to follow the same.
My idea is if I'm dealing with them, they're not fucking with other people.
I can't fucking wait for all these companies to go under. They've all been acquired and they're all under the same company now, right? All the dating apps.
Really?
It's all the same.
That's hilarious. It's a big bubble. That's great.
I don't know, I can't think of one that's outside of the.
Have you seen how much fucking money they want for the premium on the dating apps? It's fucked. It's like hundreds of dollars a month.
But the way they make it is that basically unless you're paying for it, they won't prioritize you or give you any matches.
Yes, yeah.
Which is then people just aren't going to use your app.
Yeah, exactly. But the people that pay for it pay big money.
It's funny because when it first came out and it was just Plenty of Fish and OkCupid, and you had to actually look at a profile and write a message and stuff. It was actually kind of cool. I met a lot of people back then. But then I don't know, over time it did not become where I was meeting people.
Yeah. That's why Hinge is better, I think, because you can actually open it with a message. And it's a bit more like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're owned by the same company as well, so.
Yeah. But it's the only one that does that. Bumble makes you pay for it to send a message.
Actually,
and then on Tinder they have one.
If you're non-binary, you can send the message.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Sorry, male.
That's
cis
weird.
male. Cis male discrimination.
That's hilarious. On Tinder, there's a super special secret club. I think it's called Tinder Select or something, that they pick only the most degenerate people, the people that are going to spend the money, that have been paying the stupid prices for the premium. And they're like, hey, you can message people without even matching. Pay $500 a month. And they do. Weird.
Yeah, okay, so they have Tinder, Match.com, MeetTick, I've never heard of that, OkCupid, Hinge, and Plenty of Fish, Our Time, and other dating global brands.
Oh my god. What is this conglomerate called?
It's Match Group. So it sounds like it's the Match.com people who acquired all these companies.
Yeah.
Set of values.
Oh,
and we are going to lean in fast and
God. You want to see the list of all the dating services they own?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Archer, Asian people meet. Azar, BB people meet. BB people meet. Okay, there's 2. Baby boomer people meet.
What
Black
the
people
fuck?
meet. Black Christian people meet. Black professional people meet. BLK, Catholic people meet. Chinese people meet. CISPA, Delightful. Democratic people meet. Divorced people meet. Gen X people meet. Hakuna, Hinge, India Match. Interracial people meet. This is just porn categories at this point. Italian people meet. Italian people. This can we just change one letter in here and this gets real weird. J people meet. What does that mean? What is the J? Latino people meet. Latter-day Saints Planet. Little people meet. I mean, that I support. Love and seek. Marriage-minded people meet. What the fuck are we doing here? Match.com, Meet Tick, OkCupid, Our Time, Pairs, People Meet, Pet People Meet, Pet People Meet, Plenty of Fish, Republican People Meet, Senior Black People Meet, Ship, Single People Meet, The League, Tinder, Upward, Yuzu, Veggie People Meet. That makes no sense. Veggie People Meet? Oh no, Black Italian Jewish people meet.
Seriously, we already have. Bumble's actually already been an exceptional.
Actually, I got an idea. No, you guys are on it. You guys, no, listen. We just make one of these apps called Whatever Meet, and we'll sell it to these assholes for $1 million.
That's a great fucking idea.
Of AI, we've been using machine learning and AI for several years before it was super trendy. I think
we should do it with like refugee exploitation, you know. UkrainianRefugeeWife.com, you know, something like that.
Yeah, it's like displaced people's meet.
What this platform looks like, and very importantly, community.
You know why we do that, though?
Will not be a dating app.
Because it would be so controversial that we would get people to immediately write articles about it, like the JR-15.
Yes, yeah.
Right? So it's got to be outrageous.
And then we could get the publicity for our non-profit, which will go to help
No,
people.
We won't be associated with this website.
We're just gonna make it.
No, my name's not going to be close to that thing. You know. Yeah, but like it will literally just be like this grimy, like smut type app that is just going to outrage people, and then perverts are going to go on there and pay money, and then we'll show them that perverts are on there paying money, and we'll just allow all the bots on, all the Chinese bots and stuff. We'll allow them on, right? And then we'll make the pervert pay to talk to those things, thinking that they're going to get a refugee to come to their house and be their like maid slave, right?
Yeah,
and they'll think this, right? And then we'll sell it to them and we'll be rich. This will be personal. I'm not putting anything into the company. I'm talking about personal gain. This is some lottery shit, guys.
This is pure capitalism.
In a few years, dating will be a component, but we will be a true human connection platform. This is where you will meet anyone that you want to meet.
I'm telling you that.
This is just cope, because I can tell you, as somebody who doesn't have it, most online dating happens through Snapchat now.
A hiking buddy, a mahjong buddy.
I'm too old for it.
Whatever you're looking for.
It's not my generation.
Anyone that you need to meet for community. If you're going through something tricky, you've gotten a bad diagnosis, you don't know anybody, you should be able to go to Bumble and find somebody going through shared struggles and shared joys. All right. And that's what the future is going to be. So
I can guarantee you, the type of person that I'd want to talk to, you know, they have to be able to find Ukraine on a map at the very least.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty good standard.
Yeah, they have to know like very basic things. They have to support a Palestinian independence or a Palestinian state. I don't care how lib or statist they are, or even if they're like right wing, as long as they are still like acknowledging struggles, right? You know, like if they're like, you know, I really don't care that much, as long like Pega, for example, like there's a lot of things on like politics and stuff that I disagree with on, but I'd rather talk to her than anyone, you know, around here. I'm not about to fucking like go meet somebody here and they're gonna fucking that's another good one. You know, we'll call it x.com.
He's already got the URL. We missed out.
No, we'll put ex.
The comment section. I'm Brett Cooper. Obviously, guys, I am not in my normal studio. I'm working out of Los Angeles this week, so we got a fantastic location.
You think that looks a little too swastika-y on the back of her laptop there?
A little bit. Maybe a little bit.
Why'd you tilt it sideways like that, like a diamond?
amazing view so that you guys can enjoy California sunshine as well. We will be here all week. I'm doing a bunch of videos. We have a fun thing coming out of Daily Wire this week, so get ready for that. But anyway, enjoy comment section on the road.
You know, we don't stop. We don't stop for anything.
Okay, so there is a big update in the dating app space. Bumble, the dating app, has undergone a rebrand. They wiped their whole Instagram like a celebrity about to drop an album. They started posting completely new branded teasers and memes. They said that they were revolutionizing dating. And of course, people around the world cheered because they are just sick and tired of the modern
Their ads are like Bumble for sluts.
These dumb apps. And then they saw the actual update. And it is the most ridiculous, lame, feminist nonsense that I have ever seen.
Brett.
Oh boy.
Bumble.
Oh boy.
Always was.
No. You hear this? What she's saying is that it's feminist nonsense. And literally it's like the feminists who are pissed about it.
Before we get into it, though, make sure that you like this video, subscribe to the comment section YouTube channel if you have rules that has never had to be on a dating app. Bumble is very similar to Hinge and Tinder, where you swipe through people and you get matches. But unlike Hinge and Tinder, on Bumble, women have to make the first move and message first if you get a match. And the whole thing was designed to empower women and put them in the driver's seat of their dating experience. No more, sexual first messages, unsolicited dick pics, all of that stuff. The ladies are in control. But then, as it happens, the ladies got tired of being in control. They didn't.
Hey, Brett. Why is this on the back of your computer? Also, you notice that the ISIS logo, it's got a 69 in it. Sex thing. Yeah, bro. She has the ISIS logo on the back of her laptop. It's totally not a joke I'm making. She actually totally has the ISIS logo. That's what it is.
I'm so out of it.
Want that. They got tired of making the first move. It was annoying. There was just too much pressure, even though they had been begging for it for years. So Bumble is trying to change that.
Incorrect. First of all, no. Never happened. You're incorrect on so many things here, and I fucking hate this company. Okay? The company marketed it to attract women to this app, right? Because they said, hey, we can just make 2 Tinders and then have the same people on both sites and then charge people money on both sites. See, it's called capitalism. So that was actually, unlike them being acquired by another company, that was actually launched by Tinder, right? Mm-hmm. And they wanted to appeal to a more Instagram audience. So they used that type of messaging. It's called advertising. Actually, they're presenting a false image to attract a certain customer base. Women never asked for it.
An article from Fortune about it, and the title is just chef's kiss. Bumble relaunches app with a new tool to relieve the burden of women making the first move. And it's just so ironic, I cannot even tell you, because the reason why Bumble was created and blew up was because of how empowering and freeing it was for women. It's like, finally, this is our
it had a good ad campaign.
So dumb. Like, it took off during peak Hillary Clinton feminism. Sheryl Sandberg saying lean in. Girl bossing was everywhere. Like, this was the era of Bumble. But come 2024, as we have discussed, women are tired. They have entered their soft girl era. They're giving up. They don't want to do it anymore. They want to quit their jobs and be stay-home girlfriends. They have realized the error of their ways. They're angry at Susan B. Anthony.
We had a good thing, you stupid son of a bitch. It was perfect. But no, you just had to blow it up.
I mean, 2016 era feminism is basically as outdated as traditional.
Wow.
Which is why you guys need rough greens.
Wow.
Bro.
Wow. Attacking Susan B. Anthony with your fucking meme script and like equating that with third wave Western feminism. Like, what are you doing? Like, that's fucking like weird. They're mad at Susan B. Anthony. What do you think Susan B. Anthony did? What do you think? Like, like she was a teacher, she was already in the workforce, you see.
Will be up to date.
Let me fact check
like
that.
Feminism is, apparently. Anyway, the women, they don't actually want to lean in anymore. And after years of telling men that making the first move is harassment and threatening them with the Me Too movement, they've decided that actually, maybe they were wrong, and maybe men making the first move and having initiative is a good thing. So I'm sorry, men. I know the whiplash is terrible. Women are dumb. We can all understand that. But anyway, back to Bumble. Here is how they launched this incredible, awe-inspiring rebrand.
Okay, yep. She was headmistress at a women's academy. I was right. I knew it. Mm-hmm. It's because I, as a responsible male feminist, have been to Seneca Falls to see the Women's Suffrage Museum. No, it's just actually a field trip in 5th grade. So, like, my elementary school, they did, like, really cool field trips, and I only got to go
Mm.
on one of them because I had ADHD, and because of that I had low grades. So I
Okay.
got punished for having ADHD
Oh,
by not
great.
going on the field trips, and they think this is a way to incentivize grades for kids by punishing them and making them feel like outcasts and losers. But yeah, so one of them, which is, so they do like 2 a year. So like the one that I was able to go on was the Seneca Falls one. And I remember being like, I don't care about this. And then like, you know, I still paid attention the whole time, and all the stuff that I did on that 5th grade field trip has stuck with me, and I've remembered.
It's funny how that works.
Yeah. There's another one. I want to say I think the other one was Albany, and I was able to do that in the next year. But the later one, because I know one is the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown that they would do, and I really didn't care about that, of course. But the nun who like started it, these trips that like it was like mainly her thing, is that, and they would rotate it every year. So like it would be the 5th and 6th grade doing the same field trip, and then the next year it would be the other set of the two. So it would rotate every year, so you'd end up doing both.
Yeah.
And so she was big lesbian, so super into the New York Yankees. So that's why we went to the Baseball Hall of Fame, but I didn't go to that one. And yeah, no, like, so what's crazy is like my test scores are like perfect, and I never study for exams and things like that. So it's all because of homework that I had like D's my entire school. But so like my take on it is like, it's like ADHD with the task and time management. I mean, I still struggle with work and staying on task and shit. So to act like I then, like, my medication wears off at the end of the day, how do you expect me to do schoolwork? It's like, it's so fucked up. It's so fucked up. And then I would go in and I'd do perfect on the tests because I was on my medication in class paying attention while nobody else was, apparently. Pisses me off.
She's joining a convent. That's what she's doing, which a lot of women threaten to do in the modern landscape.
No.
We've changed so that you don't have to. So basically they're saying you don't need to swear off dating. We're here to help you. We've fixed it all. We've revolutionized it. You don't need to go join a convent and lust over men in the garden next door. Bumble is here to fix it. And the one thing I will say is that all of the marketing and the creative is so sick. Like the post that they put up on
I'm confused. What did they actually change?
No, they're just losing a ton of money, so they're spending a lot of money on an ad campaign right now.
So they've changed nothing.
No, basically no. It's the same thing. They're just people are deleting these apps in like record pace. So it was like, here's the thing. They exploded during COVID, right? Because people were locked down.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what killed them.
They got too big for their boots. This is great. I can't wait for these apps to die.
Their Instagram. The fonts are cool. The imagery is cool. Like people were genuinely very excited, and I thought that it might be something that was actually revolutionary.
Like my senior year, though, completely different. My senior year is when I stopped paying attention. So like I had like just like a 5-star notebook, and I just wrote beginning to end. The school day was me not caring about school, knowing and focusing on what I was going to do later on, and just writing, whether it was good, bad, like fictional, non-fictional. I just didn't pay attention, and I just wrote, and I filled notebooks. And that was more beneficial to me than whatever was going on. I just got my GED and went to college. And then I took a fucking course that was actually hands-on and didn't assign homework, basically.
Yes.
It was too good because it made us think that Bumble was actually doing something interesting, but no, they revolutionized nothing. Again, lamest thing I've ever seen. Like in the
wow,
end, sort of
remember how they pretended that they revolutionized Tinder, the company that they also owned when they launched it?
That was part of their big rebrand. But what they actually
Keep in
did
mind,
was
conservatives are the people that cry when companies change their logos because it's 2020 and everyone needs the fucking basic ass logo now.
It's so shit.
message first, the app itself will be offering automatic prompts that will be sent to men after you get a match. And then the men have to be creative and send a response. And then if the woman likes the response, then she can unlock the conversation and keep the match going.
I'm skeptical that you could, yet intrigued that you may.
And if it's confusing, I know you are not alone. Here is how that works.
I'm pretty sure if when the woman messages you on Bumble, you have they have 24 hours to send you a message after a match.
And then you have 24 hours
to respond. So it's literally no different.
Yeah, it's the same.
Announced this morning, Bumble has launched a new version of the app. In this iteration of Bumble, women are able to pre-select opening moves that they can send every match. And this opening move is a scripted, pre-programmed, ready to go. It's the lazy way out. You can just be like, yeah, I'll send a message. Boom. You don't have to do any thinking, any creativity. It is not tailored to your match whatsoever. An automatic question like, what's your Roman Empire? TikTok shorthand for something you're obsessed with. We have an episode about that. You can go watch it. We'll link it below. Relieve some pressure.
Oh, if I got that question, I would unmatch you. What's your Roman Empire? Bye.
In the moment of match. Because remember, this is a burden for women to send 2 sentences to a man.
And
users
like,
can choose one.
They would be like, how do we help you? We don't, and it's like, you literally, in elementary school, right? It's like, you literally have me in a chair and tell me not to talk the entire day. And then kick me out of the learning room when I'm being disruptive.
Which could be talking about the work.
And actually,
trying to figure
when
it
I'm
out.
being silly, I'm actually engaged and paying attention because I have to ask you questions and raise my hand and give silly answers, right? So I'm actually engaged. And I bet you the rest of the class is actually more engaged too, even though I am a distraction. There's certain, like, what you think that kids are there paying attention 24/7? Like, I was.
Or write their own. Previously, women would send the first message and men would have 24 hours to respond before the match expired. Now, men are able to respond to the opening prompt, and then women have 24 hours to choose whether to continue, giving women more information about their match before completely unlocking the conversation. So basically, Bumble didn't want to lose their 2014 feminist shtick and become like Hinge or Tinder, where either party can message first. So instead, they're having men.
When I say I can't write, what I mean is that I actually have a disability in written expression. So, like, I can talk and communicate ideas and stuff, but like I can't like spell or know where punctuation goes. That's the issue. So like it's like I can like write my own shorthand and notes and stuff, and like I can write speeches and all that stuff, but like it's very difficult for me because half the time I'm figuring out how to spell something, which has helped a lot with modern technology, honestly. That's what's really helped more than anything. Like like I know certain words that took me years to remember how to spell, like because.
No, you don't need to worry about it.
Yeah.
All of the effort and creativity, but still letting women think that they're in the driver's seat because they get to decide afterwards if the man
and also
responds
reading
enough, funny
like,
enough, clever enough, whatever.
Jack has heard me try to read stuff. It's awful.
I get annoyed. I'm very impatient.
I can't read very well.
Can't read fucking numbers.
Yeah.
I have to write out numbers, which I should be doing anyway.
See,
like I said at the beginning,
the school for kids who can't read good.
Feminist nonsense. They want to have their cake and eat it too. It is such a burden to send the first message. We're going to have it be automatic, but we still get to decide. We're in control. We are women. It's absurd. Billy Ray Brandt, who is in Lady Ballers, who you should be following for dating content, she posted this on X and she just summed it up well. She said, this Bumble rebrand is a mess.
Wait, she was in what again? What was that?
You should all be following for dating content. She posted this on X and she just we are women. It's absurd. Billy Ray Brandt, who is in Lady Ballers, who you should all be following for dating content, she posted this on X and she just summed it up well. She said, this Bumble rebrand is a
Twitter's
mess.
not a
The
real
promo
place.
video ends with, we've changed so you don't have to. So they've gone from the app made by a woman wanting to empower and protect women by giving them more control to an app that is just like every other app, LOL, some rebrand. They're essentially admitting that women don't want any responsibility when it comes to early dating. They just want to be chased by men who take ownership of the lead, even at the expense of potentially unwanted attention.
The worst part about this is it's giving conservatives a free win. That's the worst part because they're like, see, but these people are like, that Isabel Moody chick that we saw, who's like, you find yourself a misogynist. You need someone who hates women to be happy. You need to be hated to be happy. You are delusional.
Words the way it's always been. insane. Can you believe that we are going back to traditional gender roles? All the comments have been fantastic. Nobody is excited about this. Just take a gander through their Instagram. People are pissed. But one person on Reddit said, will forever be funny to me that Bumble, a feminist dating app created by a feminist woman and whose main selling point was allowing women to take control of their messages by allowing them to be the one who initiates, had to abandon that because they realized that women don't actually want to be in control and don't actually want to put in the time to initiate messages. They'd much rather sit back and collect messages. Now there is literally no difference between Bumble and the dozen of other apps. Like, this is just spot on.
There never
Except now it
was.
has this extra step so the feminists can still pat themselves on the back because they're in control and they get to decide whether they will continue the match, continue the conversation.
It's awful.
Another person on Reddit said, Bumble, quote, we've made it not only necessary but acceptable for women to make the first move, shaking up outdated gender norms. These are literally things from their website. To challenge outdated heterosexual norms, women make the first move on Bumble, and then women. Making the first move was a lot of work or a burden. Bumble, okay, we're going to be outdated and patriarchal now. We're Tinder. Like, it makes no...
Okay, I'm done. We're done here.
Are you aware of a CIA psychological profile about you, sir? Would you be interested in hearing what the CIA had to say? This secret study portrays as a brilliant but dangerous megalomaniac who is likely to pursue his own aims in disregard of U.S. interests. He's an uncertain ally. Shall I go on, or would you prefer that I stop, sir?